As we roll down this unfamiliar road, and although this way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the latest installment from Garris Math. Today is all about volume. We're going to be talking about the volume of prisms and cylinders. So, first things first, let's get those formulas down. It's nice and easy. The volume formula for a prism and cylinder are identical. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. Again, for a cylinder, the area of the base times the height. Now, we remember with a cylinder, our base is a circle, so technically I could rewrite this formula as pi r squared times the height. All right, let's take a look at a couple examples. Look at these wonderfully drawn prisms and cylinders. Let's first take a look at the cylinder. I'm given a cylinder with a base radius of 10 and a height of 16. My volume formula is the area of the base times the height. I remember that my area formula for a circle is pi times the radius squared times the height. So plugging in what I know, my radius is 10, so pi times 10 squared times the height, which is 16. And now I just need to simplify. My volume equals 100 pi times 16 for a whopping grand total of 1600 pi. And I want to leave my answer in exact form and have that pi in my answer. That's my most exact answer. All right, how about an example with a prism? Down at the bottom, I have got a right triangular prism. The base is down here at the bottom and up here at the top. My volume is the area of the base times the height. Let's go ahead and rewrite the formula with my triangle area formula in it. So that's 1/2 the base times the height times the height of the prism. Now, this is important to realize. This formula right here is only about the base. And this height right here is the distance between the bases. It's easy to get confused when we keep talking about bases and heights and we're changing between simply the base and the whole prism. All right, let's fill in what we know. The volume is 1/2 times the base, and again we're referring to just the base of this triangle, 5 times 4, times the height of the prism, which is 8 centimeters. That's the distance between my bases. All right, now I simplify. My volume is 10 times 8, which is equal to 80. And my units here are centimeters. And since I'm referring to volume, those units should be centimeters squared. All right, now it's your turn. I'd like you to take out your packet, and we're going to turn to Lesson Master 10.3a. Please try problems 1 and 2 on your own, and then check your answer. For question number 1, you should have started with the volume formula, the area of the base times the height. The area of my base is 36 pi, and my height is 25. This gives me a total of 900 pi meters cubed. Don't forget that our units now are in cubic units. Okay? This oblique triangular prism. It's important to realize that the oblique or right doesn't really matter in terms of volume. Whether it's standing straight up or tilted, it will have the same volume. So I can use my regular volume formula. Area of the base times the height. In this situation, the area of my base was 6. My height is 10. That brings me to a grand total of 60 centimeters cubed. If you had any trouble finding those answers, go back and check your work. Let's look at one more example. What if I'm not given all the information needed? Or what if I'm given the volume and asked to find something else? Questions number 4 and 5 will illustrate those situations. In question number 4, I'm given the volume of a cylinder and its diameter. I need to work backwards to find its height. Let me first write in the formula. The volume equals the area of the base times the height. The volume here is 80 pi. And remember, the area of the base is pi times the radius squared times the height. Since my diameter is 8, that means that my radius is equal to 4. So let's rewrite this once again. 80 pi equals 16 pi times the height. In order to solve for height, let me divide both sides by 16 pi. The pi's cancel, and 80 divided by 16 gives me a grand total of 5. Now it's your turn. Try question number 5. You're given the volume and asked to find the area of the base. You should have started by writing your volume formula, base times height. You're given the volume, 420, and you're given the height. We simply need to solve for the base. Whoops, I didn't fill in the height. All right, my height was 30. So now I simply divide both sides by 30, and I'm left with the area of the base. This should be 140.
That was easy.
Hopefully you're gaining a good understanding of volume and are ready to work hard in class tomorrow.
You've stringing us along. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make